Okay, well the replacement brake pedal has arrived, and yeah, sure enough, it is distinctly longer than the one that's on there now. So it's clear that this one has indeed been cut and shut, as it were, shortened. So yeah, okay, I will clean this up, and I'll at least have an original length one. So this brake pedal is very dry, and this pivot pin was pretty stuck. So I've been soaking it in paraffin, or at least oily paraffin, for 24 hours now. See if that's done any good. Hold the hex in the vise. It might just ease out. Just about. It's pretty stiff, mind you. If I can hammer that out. Take the nut down flush with the top of the thread. Oh yeah, it's coming. Looks okay. It's just 1/4 inch UNF, I would guess, but I'll try and run a die nut down it, clean up the thread, maybe this one as well with a tap. Looks like original Dove Grey on there. This cross-hatched surface is certainly rusted. I think it might be worn as well, worn down to smooth on this outer edge, which I guess is where you'd expect it to wear. I think I might try and deepen those grooves slightly before I paint it. Okay, so I've basically just dug out the rust from the grooves in this foot pad. I haven't actually cut much metal off, but it looks better than it did. So I'll give it a final brush and paint it. Yeah, sure enough, these are UNF threads. It's 3/8, and the light switch screw is, or the adjustable stop screw is 1/4 inch UNF. So I'll just clean up these threads. Just looking at reassembling these footrests. Looking back at my earlier video, the spring hook goes in this way. So I need to just push this pin back in, catch that spring. See how that goes. There we go. I do. Just using the glove to protect the paint. So this must go on there, but somehow I need to get that hook through this hole, which I think is going to be a bit of a challenge. Yeah, the way I'm going to do this is to use this piece of wire, which is hooked around the spring. With a bit of luck, I can use that to drag the spring through the end of this washer. think I'll put the bolt through first. Just to get this end through here. It's a bit tricky. There we go. Not quite as smooth as I might have liked, but it seems to have done the job. Actually putting this spring back on the right-hand footrest, noticed that it does actually come off the pin. Or at least it did a minute ago. There you go. So the pin can be in, but you can still take it on and off. So I obviously didn't need to take those pins out necessarily. By the looks of it, I think it probably was just because the one I tried, or at least the one that had the spring in, had these two halves of the rest nipped together. So it appeared as if it wouldn't come out, but it probably actually would. So let's see if this wire technique works again. Not exactly trouble-free, but it does seem to have done the trick. There we go. Yeah, that works pretty well. I would do that again if I ever needed to. So, simple but effective. Okay, footrest rubbers on. So this second-hand kickstart that I picked up, it's not the best in the world. It's a bit grotty here and there, but that's not too bad. What I'm worried about now is there's some rust in here. Not too much, but this hole as well is rusty, so I just need to clean that out. It's really important that that runs smoothly across here, so that all the force is being applied on this inclined plane, so that it wedges properly. This has actually got a step in it now from where it's been rattling about on the previous kickstart, so I either need to get a new one of those or might get away with just filing a bit off there. I'll see how I go. By the way, somebody commented quite rightly, I'm sure, on the first video I put out, saying that why on earth are you bothering to replace the kickstart and move the footrest? Move the footrest was the important thing, because B50s are known for their bad placement of the footrests, and now they're way too far forward and need to be further back, which I didn't realise, but I'm sure he's absolutely right. The previous owner of this bike has obviously gone to a lot of trouble to move the rests back, and I'm sure I wouldn't do it for no good reason. And it is quite a big difference, and it does actually look, just looking at it, this does look quite a long way forward. But still, I'll give it a go and see how we go. I mean, it'll be a learning point anyway, and at least I've got the original parts now, so I can keep those with the bike for anyone else that wants it in the future. So I'll take these old footrests off, get the new kickstart on, and the brake pedal on, adjust the brake light switch, and should be ready to go. there's the two levers together, and you're distinctly shorter. I mean, it's basically the same, but well, that's I don't know, 3 or 4 inches shorter. It looks as if it has been cut there, I'd suggest, and then welded back together. Anyway, the pins, this pivot pin off the bike is much nicer than the one that came with this lever. So I'll reuse this one, keep this one as a spare backup. So that's good. So this side is all buttoned up now, I think. The switch is adjusted, back brake's adjusted, and that's working okay. So I'm just running an adjustable reamer through this kickstart. So I think it's really important that that this cotter pin slides smoothly in this hole, and it doesn't at the moment. Certainly, it's I think it's rusted. Well, it's definitely rusted, but maybe slightly undersized as well. Anyway, I'll see if I can't get this to fit better. So that's better. All the rust is gone now, and that is a nice snug sliding fit. So should get good purchase on that sloping surface to lock onto the kickstart quadrant. Just as I thought I was nearly home and dry, this kickstart won't fit. It's just not going on easily. And looking at this, I've realised that this is kind of bruised here, where the cotter pin has been acting on it. If you actually measure the diameter across the front face here, it's 19, near enough. But then as you run the calipers back across that area where the flat is, so it's roughly 1/10 of a mil. So I can actually just feel that there's a sort of swelling there where this surface has been pushed down and it's swollen out. So I tried using this diamond sharpening stone to just take off the burrs, because there was a burr on there, but it's taken the burr off, but there's still this sort of swelling there which I'm going to have to take off. I don't know if this is the right thing to do it with. So I will give that some thought and work out a way of doing it. Okay, that seems to have worked. Only a couple of about minutes work with a Dremel just on that very edge has just taken the bump off, and the kickstart now fits on. Still quite snug, but it does fit on. I just got it on a minute ago, so that's good. So I think I'm going to try and cheat with this cotter pin and see if I can't recover it. With it clamped in the vise like this, I think I can use the jaws of the vise, if I'm careful, just to keep that face level and just grind it back slightly, take out that bump. Okay, let's give this a try. If it doesn't work, I'll just buy a new one. I think I'll order a new cotter pin anyway, just to have one in stock. I don't think I've got any in stock at the minute, so it'd be as well to have one. Right, all done. Doesn't look as neat as the one that was on before, that so they're tucked around the exhaust back there, but still, it should at least give a proper swing. And I'd be interested to try out this forward footrest position and see whether it's as bad as people seem to think. Oh well, thanks for watching.